Hello kids, here English teacher David once more for another lesson, and in today's class we're going to have a look at expressing future plans. That's what we are going to learn in this lesson. Now, first and foremost, it's important to understand what is a future plan. A future plan is basically an intention, something that you want to do in the near or in the far future. Now, I'm going to give you an example. Today I cooked, I did many different things around the house. In this moment I'm teaching the English lesson, but tomorrow I have other plans, I have other intentions. So tomorrow, one of my plans for tomorrow is I'm going to do exercise. Tomorrow I'm going to do exercise. Yes, that's one plan. Another plan for tomorrow is I am going to listen to music. Right? Now, another plan, tomorrow I am going to read a book. Yes? That is another plan that I have for tomorrow. Now, it's not only for tomorrow, but also we can project our plans for the far future. Let's say for next week, or next Monday, or next Saturday, next weekend, next month, next year, etc., etc. So we can use going to express future plans. Now I want you to pay attention to these examples here. We have Nicole, we have Nathan and Juliana, and we have Juan. Yes, we have 4 different people doing 4 different activities. First is Nicole. The activity here, or the verb, is run. Then we have Nathan and Juliana, and the activity here is watch TV. Yes, or watch a movie if you want. And finally we have Juan, and the activity here is cook. Now, these people are planning to do these activities tomorrow, or probably another day of the week, but in the future. But let's say that these activities, they are planning to do these activities tomorrow. Now, Nicole is going to run. So I say Nicole is going to run, yes, tomorrow. Nathan and Juliana are going to watch TV. Yes, that's their plan, probably tomorrow. And Juan is going to cook tomorrow or on Saturday. Now, the only thing that you have to add to these sentences is a time expression. Time expressions help us understand when the actions are going to be done, right? Now, for example, here we say Nicole is going to run tomorrow. When I say tomorrow, I refer to the future, right? Now, Nathan and Juliana are going to watch TV tomorrow. Yes? So again, I refer to the future. And finally, we have Juan is going to cook tomorrow. Again, that's something that is going to happen in the future. Now, we can use tomorrow, but we can also use other different time expressions that I'll teach you in a moment in the video. But for now, I want you to pay close attention to the examples, because here we have Nicole. Nicole is a girl, so I say Nicole is going to run. So here, it's important to use the verb to be is, because it's a girl and it's a singular noun. So I say Nicole is going to run tomorrow, or notice that we use she is going to run tomorrow, right? It's possible. Here, Nathan and Juliana is plural. And because it is plural, now it's not possible to say Nathan and Juliana is going to watch TV. Now, in this case, because it is plural, it involves 2 people or even more people, we say Nathan and Juliana are going to watch TV tomorrow. Tomorrow, right? Tomorrow. And finally, we have Juan. Okay, so we say Nathan and Juliana is basically this now, they. And finally, we have Juan Juan is going to cook tomorrow. Again, it is singular, but is a man. So in this case, we say he. He is going to cook, or Juan is going to cook tomorrow. Yes, so look at the differences here. We have she, they, and he. And now we use the verb to be is because it's singular in both these examples. And Nathan and Juliana is clear, so we're going to use are. But hold on a second, because there are all the things that you need to know about going to. Now, the important verb to express future here, going to. Yes? Going to. Going to. And right after going to, we use the verb. Yes? So in this case, we use, if it is run, so I say Nicole is going to run tomorrow. Nathan and Juliana are going to watch TV tomorrow. Juan is going to cook tomorrow. Yes? Now, I'm going to give you some more examples. And with these examples, we are going to understand a little bit how to use them in how to use them in positive, negative, or an interrogative form. Okay? So here we go. Now, here we go again. These are some examples using the different nouns, different subjects. And we're going to start with I. When I say I refer to my present. So I say, I am going to read tomorrow. That is my plan for tomorrow. I am going to read, yes, I'm going to read a book, yes, tomorrow. Now, notice that we use first the subject, then we use the verb to be am with I. Yes? When I say I say, I am going to read a book, read a magazine, read a newspaper tomorrow. Yes? Now we have you, we, and they. We can use are with all of them. We can use the verb to be are with all of them. So you can say, you are going to do exercise on Tuesday. Now notice that here the verbs can change. You can use different types of verbs as long as they are in the infinitive form. When I say infinitive form, it means the normal form. Read, study, sleep, fix, feed, jump, listen to music, watch TV, cook, rest, run, jog, etc. Yes, you can use any verb as long as it is in the simple form, as long as it's in the infinitive form, right? So I say, you are going to do exercise on Tuesday. Not necessarily always has to be tomorrow, yes, but you can do it on Tuesday, yes, next Tuesday. Not yesterday, but you say next Tuesday or on Tuesday. So you are going to do exercise on Tuesday. We are going to do exercise on Tuesday. They are going to do exercise on Tuesday. Yes? All of these subjects, you, we, and they, work with the verb to be are. And finally, we have he, she, and it. Yes? So in this case, he, she, and it. He is going to ride a horse next year. Yes? Next year is year 2021 or 2021. This year is the year 2020. Yes? Next year is the year 2021. So in this case, he's going to ride a horse next year. She is going to ride a horse next year. Or, well, it is going to ride a horse. But in this case, we can use an animal. My dog is going to, run in the park tomorrow. Because it's an example of a future plan. Or it's something that it is going to do in the future. Now, all of these are the positive forms of going to. Now, let's talk about the negative form and the interrogative form. The negative form is very simple. Give me a second. The negative form is very simple. Here, the only thing that you have to change is the verb to be to make it negative. So this is positive, right? This is positive. If I want to make it negative, I use I am not. So I say, I am not going to read tomorrow. I say, I am not going to read tomorrow. That's not my plan. That's not something that I am going to do in my future. So I say, no, I'm not going to read tomorrow. Now, if we want to make this negative, yes, so the only thing that we have to do, this immediately changes to negative. The only thing that we have to do is to change this and say, are not. So you say, you are not going to do exercise on Tuesday. So you're not going to do exercise on Tuesday, right? Or we are not going to do exercise on Tuesday, or they are not going to do exercise on Tuesday. Now, finally, yes, we have is. In this case, if we want to make this negative, so we have this negative, and we want to make this negative, I say is not. So I say he is not going to ride a horse next year. That is how to make the negative form, how to write a negative form. Now let's see how to write the interrogative form, which is very simple at the same time. So I'm going to give you some examples. Now again, we have the same sentences, we have exactly the same sentences, but we are going to transform these sentences into the interrogative form. How we do it? Very easy. The only thing that you have to do to make it interrogative, to make it a question, to make it an interrogative form, is using the verb to be at the beginning of the sentence. So in this case I say, and we erase this, yes, we don't need it. So I say, am I going to read tomorrow? Am I going to read tomorrow? Well, technically you don't ask questions to yourselves. You don't ask questions to yourselves. But this is just an example of the structure. So, am I going to read tomorrow? Now, if the verb to be here is are, now the only thing that you have to do again is switch it to the beginning of the sentence. So I say, are you, we, and they. So I'm going to erase this thing. Are you, we, and they going to do exercise on Tuesday? Yes, that is the interrogative form. And finally, again, the same dynamic right here. We use the verb to be at the beginning. Is he, she, or it? We're going to use it here. Is he going to ride a horse next year, or is she going to ride a horse next year? So those are basically the questions in the going to form, in expressing future plans. Now we have the positive form, we have the negative form, and we have the interrogative form. Now, I'll give you some other examples so that you can relate this, what we have seen, so that with other ideas, right? So, here we go. Now, I want you to look at this example. This is a conversation between two people. Now, the first person asks, what is Herman going to do tomorrow? Yes? What is Herman going to do tomorrow? What is Herman going to do tomorrow? What is Herman going to do tomorrow? And he answers, Herman, yes, he is going to swim. So I say, what is Herman going to do tomorrow? Okay, he is going to swim. Now let me give you another example. Now here we have another example, the same conversation. Yes, same two people having the same conversation. In this case, we have another person here. So you say, what is your sister going to do tomorrow? When I say, what is your sister, I refer to she. I refer to a woman, a girl. So remember that when we say she, the verb to be that goes along with she is. So right here we say, what is your sister going to do tomorrow? The answer here is she's going to, and we use the verb that we see here in the example. So she's going to dance. That's the example. So what is your sister going to do tomorrow? She's going to dance. But what happens if I change sister with the word brother? Yes? So what is your brother going to do tomorrow? In this case, it is not a girl anymore. It's a boy. Yes? So it's a boy. Yes? So I say, what is your brother going to do tomorrow? We say she, because it's a man, it's a boy. So in this case I say, he is going to dance. Now those are examples in the singular form with third person he and she. Now let's have a look at another example, but this time let's do it with plural nouns. Last but not least, this example, here we have, what are your friends? Friends is plural. Yes, so I refer to they, I refer to them. So I say, what are your friends, plural, going to do tomorrow? Now here, we don't use is or we don't use we use are because it's plural. So I say, what are your friends going to do tomorrow? I say, they are going to play soccer because it's plural. Yes. Now, that's basically it. That's how you express plans in future. Now, if you want to make this in negative form, you can do it. So I say, what are your friends going to do tomorrow? You say, they are not going to play soccer. They are going to play basketball. Yes, you can use different words, you can use different examples, you can use different verbs. As long as you understand the basics, then it's going to be easy for you, right? Now, remember that if you do have questions, you can always text me, you can always call me, and I'll be glad to help you guys. Yes? So I think that not being anymore, that's all for this lesson. Hope you understood. Remember, if there is a problem with this lesson, you can call me, you can text me, and I'll be really glad to help you. So see you in the next lesson, guys. Bye.